for 5 months said, thanks again for everything. Always hooked to your stream. Ladies and gentlemen, we have game 2 on the map, Donut. I got the Aztec pick right. TyRanT weren't sure what civs they were going to go with because they actually lost last time versus Finland in the group stage on this map. Last time Finland had Aztecs, and this time TyRanT has Aztecs. Viper again as the flank for his team in the yellow. Pocket then is Doubt. Doubt is playing as the Teutons in the red. In the blue, we have... Oh, I'm sorry. They switched the colors up on me, didn't they? No, they didn't. Tato was red last time. I'm just a noob. Tato is Pocket playing as the Teutons. Doubt is playing as the Burmese in the blue. In the teal, we have the Max playing as the Malay. The Pocket then is Valise playing as the Italians in the orange. And then we have the flank, Rubenstock playing as the Celts, who is subbed in for Zupi. Now, this map is called Donut. If you give me a moment, I'm going to just follow the scouts and make sure no lames are completed. We saw laming attempts many, many times in this tournament, where you steal goats and steal rhinos, steal that precious food. So far, I feel like everyone has covered their bases, so I'll talk about the map. So it doesn't really look like a donut. It looks like a donut after you threw it on the ground a couple times or chewed it up and spit it out. But it's called Donut. Now, normally there's not this large gap in the middle. This is weird. But as you can see, if you want to access the other team's flank, you're going to have to cross these shallows. So this can be docked later on. And I've seen what's called a dock block before. So you build walls, and then since you can't wall on this little area, you can build a dock there and dock block it. People seem to think that that's a funny term. And then it's a lot of booming, you know? On this particular map, the pocket players, the players in the middle of each team, they're further away from the action. So we might not see them go for any feudal age pressure like scouts, and instead they might go for a faster castle. And so far, Viper with his eagle, he has been hesitant to push forward. He doesn't want to get attacked by the scout of Rubenstock. Now, Rubenstock may have been a sub, but he's arguably better than all the Finland players. He is really good in late game. He got to the finals of a deathmatch tournament that just happened. It was a 2v2. Funny thing is, it was Rubenstock and Nili, who's not in this tournament, versus Viper and Tato. So Rubenstock certainly knows what he's up against. Now, Aztecs versus Celts. Well, the opening strat for both civs could be a drush of some kinds with militia, or we could see man-at-arms, and that'll probably be a transition into archers. Aztecs, of course, have those eagles, but I feel like as the flank, you're going to want to go archers, and that was the questionable thing for Viper last time. He didn't have a good archer civ, so he couldn't really do that. Malay for Max on this side. Malay advance 80% faster to the next stage, so that's essentially an eco bonus, and the meta from them as well always tends to be militia, if it's on land, militia into man-at-arms and archers. And then we have Doubt playing as the Burmese. I'd say the strongest civ in the game, in all honesty, especially as flank. He has very strong man-at-arms. In feudal age, his infantry gets +1 attack, and he can go crossbows and into those Arambai, which everybody either hates or loves. I will show the scouting, as people want to see if they even know about this, and I don't think the players have reacted to this at all, because they're not playing this unexplored. They're not a bunch of noobs. So they would have to scout this to figure out there's a hole there. Now, I also don't think it's realistic for them to cut through here. They can't put all their plans into cutting through there. I think that if this goes late game and there are fights ongoing on both sides and it's kind of a stalemate, that's when someone will cut. But hypothetically, that could be an advantage for Finland if they scout that, because Viper, he doesn't know that's there, obviously. Unless they get their scouts through, and oh my goodness! I was not expecting this drush to come in from Viper. He's sending a villager forward as well, and they've killed the villager. Tato arrived with his scout, Viper with his eagle and his drush. They've killed Rubenstock's vill. Rubenstock didn't have loom. He wasn't expecting it either. Now, what is Viper's villager doing? Okay, he's run back. He's gonna start walling up. Very good early engagement for Viper. Not the case last game, remember. Viper struggled last game. Now we have a defensive drush from Rubenstock, but this is going to delay his eco big time. And that's what the drush is about. It's about pulling villagers off resources so they don't have as much in the bank. Lee sending his scout to assist. And I think with this, they might be able to clean it up. but this has given Viper the time he might want. Meanwhile, we have a Drush coming in from Doubt as well. And at least on this side for Finland, they should hold. In fact, there's a slight advantage now as Doubt lost some HP on his scout. Now, good militia micro there. Here as well, Viper just trying to be annoying. And that's a good start for Viper. Rubenstock, he might be on the same vill count, but never good to have to lose a villager like that and scramble around with your economy. Oh my goodness, there's so many scouts in here. Focusing on the militia. This has to be a Finland victory, you would think. But no, I mean, this is actually quite good for Viper considering. Tato still has his scout alive, I say that, and Jinx, it's gonna die. Wait. Yep, it's gonna die. But Viper has 3 militia he can still annoy Rubenstock with. Can we get the Pog Champs in the chat for the dock block? He dock blocked it, let's go. That's my favorite Age of Empires turn, dock block. This is one of my favorite maps in the tournament just because I can say dock block all the time. Viper as well, dock blocking it. Yep, let's go. And Viper, he is being a real pest to Rubenstock. Rubenstock has to fight with Vills or send over militia. That's a successful Drush there. And a successful dock block. Rubenstock has to wall up himself. Vlit's on the way up. Now this looks like a fast castle for him, same as Tato. And we'll see the same from the players on the other side as well. Now, the wood lines are very close right here. Max and Doubt, they're almost bordering with the wood, and I think Max was looking at that. So first a feudal between these two might build a tower, and that will be Max. Oh, we could see the demos. We could see the galleys. We could see the fires. But everyone's secured for the moment. Now let's go to Finland's point of view again. See, they don't know about this. Don't think any of the Finland players know about that middle area. Yeah, so that might never really come to play. I think since this will likely go late game, I like the civs a lot better for TyRanT. Aztecs, they get strong monks in siege. Burmese, they have the Arambai in siege and amazing infantry. What don't Burmese have? They have so much that can counter Malay. And then you have the Teuton bonus as well. So even if the enemy team was considering going monks, that's not going to happen with the Teuton bonus. And Teutons get Paladin, they get Siege Onager, they get Elite Teutonic Knights, a unit we will sadly never see here. Never say never, T90. But I doubt we'll see it. Viper will overchop, and then he's in Finland's eco. GG, my guess. I guess it's possible. He chops far enough, he's gonna realize, right? So it's either really good if you know that's there, or really bad. If one team knows and the other doesn't, it could be quite a big deal. Because there's the tower expected from Max. Now, he can see some of Doubt's main golds. That's not ideal. He can relocate here, but of course, ranged upgrades will come in. So that's good for Max. Max is also on the way to castle first. The time almost identical between Tato and Vlies, the pocket players. Now, Rubenstock, how's he doing here? Blacksmith Market. He's behind Viper, but this isn't going to be the end of the world for him. Now, I feel bad for the militia, honestly, I do, because they went out, they won the war, and they haven't been remembered. So remember your war veterans, kids, because this is what happens. Random galley is going to come out of this dock, which is on fire, and finish off these militia, and these guys simply didn't deserve this fate. It's sad. Oh, look at this! Viper signaling. Rubenstock. He didn't finish the dock block. Oh! Oh my goodness. She's gonna have to go back to work at home, and someone else is gonna have to go finish the dock block. No, I thought Rubenstock would have had the time to do that. Certainly not the best start for Rubenstock. Oh, but he's on stone. Gotta be for TCs and stone walls, right? Yeah. Max is on stone as well now, because he's building stone walls. Well, let's get some rips in the chat for those militia. I don't even know where they died. Somewhere. Oh, there they are. Feels bad, man. Viper has fires and galleys, and I don't know if Viper was expecting to pressure on lands at all here, but he might be thinking about it considering there's not very much to stop him here from Rubenstock. I was pumping up Rubenstock and talking about how strong he is, but it's been a slow start for him. This is questionable, and yeah, there's a monastery from Viper, so he might go with some water control and some monks. That can work against Celts. Aztecs, they get fantastic monks, ripped out scout, and they can convert the siege that Celts can make. New TCs for Rubenstock though, so he's going to be on 3 TCs. 31 vills compared to Viper's 31 vills, and Viper is actually not added another town center. Just to look at the pocket now, you see Tato adding eco, Doubt adding eco. This is pretty much what I expected. The only surprising thing would be that Viper's on 1 TC and that Rubenstock doesn't have his walls complete just yet. Is defending with fires. Oh, Viper, you see how he has that villager there? He's repairing this fire galley. That's a nice move. And of course he can convert the fire galleys as well. Rubenstock, I think he understands he could be in a pickle here. And he's going to build stone walls all the way back here, which is not ideal. And I don't even know if they want to go to late game either. Ideally, he might be the civilization pushing. And, oh, look at this. Coinage, which means we will see a sling. Sling has been so strong in this tournament. I was wondering what Italians would be able to offer in this matchup. Finland, they need a victory. They need a victory. They cannot go down 2 games to TyRanT and expect to win the best of 5. Sling means send resources, so coinage reduces the tax on that. Who will he sling? Maybe he'll sling the Max, as the Max can advance to Imperial Age faster, and Max could maybe hit Doubt prior to Doubt getting a castle up and going Aaron by. Yeah, Viper's getting closer to cutting through. Does he know about this? He still doesn't know. Like, it's definitely not on the agenda for Viper just yet. Oh, these walls from Rubenstock. Look at these monks, 9 range. This is open, but Viper hasn't sent much just yet. He's going with the siege monk push, though. 2 TCs. It's not an all-in siege monk push, but if he gets redemption, he can convert any siege that Rubenstock might make defensively. And Rubenstock's making watchtowers. This is peculiar. Now, I still didn't see a sling yet from Felice. Was this part of the plan, or was this a reaction to what's going on in the game? TyRanT, they have a big lead in the boom. Tato, who was pocket last game and excelled, he's at 68 villagers now. And no chat. No chat. Max does not know either. Max does not know about this gap. But again, he can't really do anything with that gap in Castle Age. It's just very interesting to see. Oh. Another thing that's interesting is how Rubenstock's being pushed. If you're getting pushed by siege and monks, you normally need a castle. Okay, Felice has just sent 310 food, 251 gold to Max, so he is slinging Max. So my guess was right there. I think Max, if he's receiving sling, he should go for Trebs and Arbalest and just go for the early imp push. And start trebbing down and pushing Doubt back. Now, I don't know if TyRanT expects this. Here's the castle from Rubenstock. I don't want to say this was well calculated. I don't want to say this is a comfortable position for him, because it's not. But if he gets the castle up, Viper will have to push around this way. Viper does have control of this main gold, and I think Viper with this map control could consider going for a faster Imperial as well. But that would almost need to be a team decision. He would need to receive some sling from Tato. And as of now, Tato is just going towards the Imperial Age. Why is Max getting forging now? Am I missing something? He doesn't have a stable. He has not clicked up to imp yet. I just feel like getting forging that early is a bit wasteful with your food. Okay, now he's clicked up to imp, so he will be faster than Tato, but getting forging that early, it's just food that you needed for the Imperial Age anyhow, but he received this sling and it was well calculated. Is he gonna go fast imp Karambits? It's not really a fast imp either. 75 of his own villagers plus the 70 of his allies slinging him. Viper will take down this TC. Viper is getting redemption. What side will Tato go to? Tato's sending some villagers to join the party on Viper's side. Now, what will he go with? It has to be Paladin, right? Paladin, Siege. So many options for Teutons. Has he placed any building foundations here? He has not. He just built a barracks, so I think he'll start building stables there. Is there a siege workshop for Max? No siege workshop, so he won't be able to cut with an onager, but it's just palisade walls for Doubt. You would think Doubt would have stone walled. Oh my goodness, look at that. He's stone walling. Yep. Paladins for Tatito. This is interesting because Rubenstock, he's going to be under a lot of pressure, and he's not going to receive any help from Vlies. Vlies is still sending Max resources, so it's kind of a 2v3 at the moment. Doubt is on the way to imp himself now. He's going for archery ranges. Oh, the Karambits are coming this way. So Max is going to come to this side. He could fortify his side with walls, and they could just go to Viper and kill the monks with Karambits. Karambits are a fantastic counter to that. And now stables, so maybe Malay elephants? Again, maybe questionable because Malay elephants are very weak. They don't get the final, well, sorry, they don't get the second or third defense upgrade. They are cheap though. You guys seem really interested about this. Viper, he's very close to cutting through. He cuts this tree and then he can walk through. And also with the outpost, they might, oh yeah, look at this. They can see this. Now Max, he as well can see some of this opening. Nobody has walled that off yet. These are now elite Karambit warriors. Viper must see this. He has a demo or two. He's making more of them. And he also has gotten a conversion. I think Viper has had the time to prepare for this. And of course, Tata will be sending Cavaliers. So Karambits, their window may be closing to be useful. Heresy now for Max. That's a big upgrade. Heresy is a big upgrade. And there's the signal. They have signaled the middle now. I assume that was the Max saying, hey, I want to cut through here. I want to run in Karambits because this is open. They have realized 30 minutes into the game. Doubt, the flank for TyRanT. He's going for elite skirm. Maybe expecting that fast Arbalest push from Max. Tato, he's not really helping Doubt at all. Tato is here, and Viper, he has lots of those demo ships. Now he can only go on the water, so this could potentially be a waste. Pikeman for Rubenstock. So they do expect Tato to be going Cavalier, and Rubenstock is on his way to Imp going into Halps. What a game! I have no clue how this will play out, and a lot of that is due to the fact that this is going to be cut open soon. And I think Tato, he's going to take a peek. He's going to take a journey, go on a little hike to see what's going on in here with these Cavalier, yeah. He's probably saying, Viper, get your wood upgrades, bro. Cut through the tree. Goodness gracious. Oh, and he's sending a lot of units as well. Now, Max is kind of prepared for this. He built a castle here, but he hasn't upgraded into Halb or anything himself. He's trying to treb cut through here to go right towards Doubt. Now, here are the elephants for Max. And Tato just scouting, I think, with that Cavalier to see what is waiting. Last time I saw this map with these teams, the game went late game, and there was a Finland victory with cuts, and here we go. There's a cut through the trees with the trebs. Doubt is prepared for this. He just has skirmishers. He's just now making Aaron by. He could take eco losses. And Tato, with Paladin about to complete, he's running through the middle. At the same time, Viper holding on the right side. Will this surprise Max? I'll stay on his point of view. I think it will be a big surprise for him. He's spreading out his Karambits here, Max, trying to hit Doubt. Doubt is going to lose his town center. He's also lost quite a few villagers and skirmishers. But I think that once Tato arrives, Max is going to have to pull back from that. And yes, Max now seeing Tato. This cut is interesting. Viper even coming in with monks. And Karambits versus Paladins. Well, the funny thing is they're so cheap and they produce so fast, they're actually cost efficient versus Paladins. But in the early part of that engagement, it won't be the best. Now, still haven't seen Max move with his elephants. Still haven't seen Rubenstock push with his halves, but Viper and Tato have left the right-hand side. Is it worth it for Viper to be trying to engage Karambits with monks? Probably not ideal. Rubenstock going towards the siege. You see the Onager upgrade. Max getting elite battle elephant. And now Doubt can run through this hole that was chopped. And Max is technically 3v1'd at the moment. With Viper here, Tato here, and Doubt here. Well, Aaron By are going to be tough to stop. This is really what you can't deal with. And you need Siege Onager to kill these, I guess. But Burmese is a strong Civ, and it was all down to TyRanT holding for their stronger options, I think. Celts, it's kind of hit or miss. They can completely destroy Aztecs if Viper fails with his Monk micro. But, I mean, we're talking about Viper, right? You gotta think he's gonna get conversions on the siege. Now, Veliz, he's been slinging. And he's still slinging, and he's slinging Rubenstock to Siege Onager. Viper, he is now researching Siege Onager himself. And lead Aaron By for Doubt. What isn't happening now, guys? Everything on the line. Movement everywhere. Researches left and right. Trade beginning on a map that doesn't have the best trade. Now, I guess the trade route would be slightly better for TyRanT due to the fact that the markets can be built here for Tato. They have a longer distance. The elephants are through. Viper was surprised last time. The Karambits killing the Onagers. A panic castle from Tato to hold here. Teuton Castle's very good at holding. The Paladins engaging versus Halbs and Karambits. This is kind of the time for Finland, isn't it? This is what they need. They need to surprise them, especially when Doubt, he's unable to push Max on the other side. But I think they have enough to hold this. Look at the Paladin numbers. Viper, he can get conversions on the elephants. And again, these elephants, they don't have any defense upgrades, really. They just have the Feudal Age defense upgrade. So the trade begins. Can the spam continue for Max? It's really all down to the numbers. I don't think it's down to the strength of the units. It's all down to the spam and the numbers. It is 2v2 on this side, and the 2 for Finland receiving the sling. Now, Doubt, he's currently trebbing Max, so Max will also be preoccupied here. I will look back and forth. But so far, I would say this has been held. And as I say that, Rubenstock about to get Furor Celtica, some more HP on his siege. Rubenstock's killing this castle from Tato. Tato upgraded to Elite Teutonic Knight, chat. I didn't think we were going to see it. We've actually seen it. Viper's only at 100 population. Holy shit. Viper's at 100 population. That was unexpected. These elephants, though they might not be the strongest, they're cheap. And with the sling, look at the damage they're doing to Viper. Now, on the other side, it seems like losses have been taken. Big losses have been taken by Max. And Max is repairing his castle, building gates, preparing for Doubt to get through. With the trade beginning, all ranged units are extremely important. They can snipe the trade cards. Wow, and Tato has kept his castle up after he picked off those trebs. The Teutonic Knights will kill the Halbs and the Elephants. What a game. I'm so impressed with these teams. I'm so impressed with these teams. The issue for Viper is he's committed towards going with Monks and Siege, and that's very gold heavy. A nice micro from Doubt to kill the Siege Onager. Very, very gold heavy. Now, I wonder if we're going to see something like Scorpions now from Rubenstock. Because finding an answer to the Teutonic Knights is going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. Viper doesn't have a lot of gold. He can't really utilize Siege because the Elephants. And look at the spam. Rubenstock and Max, they just won't quit here. Veliz still hasn't engaged at all. He's just been slinging. So if you're TyRanT, you need to hold. Doubt's in good position. You need to get Viper back in shape. You hear the conversions. You hear the Wolulos. I don't know, guys. As much as I feel like Viper's in a bad position, I think if Veliz doesn't join the fight, it could be difficult for Finland, and that's exactly what Veliz is going to do. So it was either, okay, Veliz, we need you now, or Rubenstock and Max saying, okay, we don't need your sling. We're actually in a position to fight together. What will he go with? Well, Italians could go with gunpowder. He could go with gunpowder, and that would counter Teutonic Knights. He could go with archers as well. They don't have a ranged unit mixed in here, Finland. Heavy Scorpions. Wonderful addition. If Viper can't get engagements with onagers, the Heavy Scorpions will clean up everything that's here for TyRanT. Oh, they're signaling? I think they're going to cut. This would be so smart. If they were to cut through the trees to make a better trade route, that would be really smart. Doubt has the wrong idea here with his trade cart. Doubt running through to accompany his team, it seems. And here come the Scorpions. They can just be patrolled in. Heresy now for Rubenstock. So, if you don't know what Heresy is, every time, if you research Heresy and Viper converts you, then your unit dies. It does not go to the other side. I think they're going to cut through the trades. I think we'll probably see some siege onagers over time cutting through there. So difficult to focus on, by the way. I think, also, we could see Rubenstock with this siege onager cut a path here for Max. I think that's what they were just saying. We need to cut through and go right to Tato's base. And also, that would be right into the trade. Doubt might be waiting for that possibility. Okay, so is that TyRanT signaling? I think TyRanT signaling and saying, hey, this is where their trade is. Interesting. And wow, look at the numbers now. And Tato with another castle. So crazy thing is, I think Viper has the numbers now. He can get conversions. The siege onagers, they'll flatten everything in this choke point. Viper can also convert the siege. So I think they've held at least in this area, and that's why Finland considering switching it up. Also, the Teuton castles with crenellations, look at the range on those bad boys. They outrange the siege onagers. They have the same range as bombard cannons, so it's such a good civ to hold with. Now, Doubt must be saying, hey, Viper, seriously, like, we gotta be careful here. And Tato says, yeah, I'll come help with some Teutonic Knights, because these elephants are looking dangerous. But Doubt's looking dangerous. Oh my god, Doubt. Oh! Now, that was great for Rubenstock. Ehrenby normally can micro out of those situations because they're so fast, but you have to be careful. The potential with the siege is there at all times. Now, Doubt as well going with some monks. What is Doubt doing here? He's going to get trapped. Oh my god, what a throw this is going to be. He needs to somehow run around his elephants, attack him, and siege attacks him. Can he even get this way? Tato's coming in to assist. Oh, luckily he's been able to escape slightly, but he's running into so many elephants. His trebs are exposed there as well. He's running towards Tato. I mean, luckily he's on a horse, right? If he was not on a horse, if he forgot the horses at home, he'd be in trouble. But yeah, that was good. That was very, very good to cut down on those Ehrenby numbers. And Doubt again. He's not seeing these shots. And the Celt siege paying off so much. Holy shit, Doubt. With Viper now sending the monks to this side, it's like Finland are going back and forth, right? And you know what? With the Ehrenby numbers down, we saw what the Karambits could do before the monks can die. Viper losing so much gold there. Luckily, he's been able to convert a few of these siege onagers, so they'll die. And let's not underestimate these Teutonic Knights. But TyRanT in trouble, and now back on the other side. Look who's here. Max is coming in. This is where the original fight happened. This is where the dock block happened. But no, we have demos from Viper to try and save his team. We have halberdiers from Max. We have the elephants, and yet another castle. And very good wall off, I have to say, from Tato. He's going to build the castle. Trebs need to follow this. Remember, Valise, he has Arbalest, so he can cut down on trade numbers. Doubt has been able to replenish his Ehrenby numbers after those huge losses, but he is not helping here. He can't help here. Max has been fighting on the left side. Max has been fighting on the right side. He has been in the middle. He's been everywhere. He's been the MVP, for sure. And Rubenstock is, when he finds a moment to think about it, trying to cut through to that trade. Also, Rubenstock is in the trade of TyRanT with the halves. I haven't stressed the trade numbers too much. As a team, the trade's pretty close. It is pretty close. It's almost like they need to slowly go back and forth like this, because TyRanT is able to come over here and hold. But if I'm Finland, I'm thinking, oh boy, Viper's bottom score. He doesn't seem to be going for any fast units that he can push us with in multiple angles. We're taking good engagements versus Doubt on the left side. This is looking good for us. And maybe if you're a TyRanT, you need to try and switch it up a little bit. Now, the demos coming out, see, Viper would have to get War Galley for demo to come in. Tato has the heavy demos though, and we know what he can do with those. The castle will stay up, and units will die here to the demo ships. Siege Onager, Arbalest going down. Now the elephants, they will hold up remarkably well versus the explosive ships. But that was great from from Tato. Tato once again, the TyRanT MVP. Tato once again, the new TyRanT edition, MVPing it in both games, for sure. Amazing pocket in game 1. Game 2, he's been exceptional as well. Now, again, the elephant's still holding up here, but, you know, I'm just trying to think about what is the plan, you know, for TyRanT? Because they haven't been pushing. Maybe they're relying on Doubt to do something. Viper, he's sending a few monks to help, but they're not pushing, they're just defending. Oh, but the heavy demos, they need Navy here, I think. Once again, a huge explosion on the Arbalest. I think that Finland needs some Navy, or they need to take out the docks. Because the demos will kill Valise pretty easily. I keep thinking Ehrenby can kill this composition. It's all down to the SOs from Rubenstock, which we've seen do so well versus Doubt. But they'll just get deleted if conversions come in from Doubt and Viper, and I think Viper deserves the credit for getting those 3 conversions. Maybe Max is falling back, I don't know. You know, it's tough because he can always mix in karambits to focus down those monks. I'm hearing word from the chat that Waga has either hosted the stream or told people about the stream. Guys, welcome. This is the semi-final of this tournament. Thank you all for being here. I hope you're religious, because there's a lot of monks going for conversions. And again, if you're new to the game, Heresy, which was researched by both Rubenstock in the gray and Malay in the teal, that means that any unit that's converted by the monk will just die and not go to the enemy side. But this is what Siege Onagers can do. Viper, he needs to flatten these Scorpions, because the Scorpions will kill everything else. Is Tato making a demo here? He's actually pop-capped. He can't afford to make a demo, so we're going to see a lot of dead Teutonic Knights and monks. Speaking of dead units, once again, can the Siege Onagers connect with the Ehrenby? No, it's not going to happen. 12 range on the monks, and Siege Onagers, they're only at 9. So maybe they found the key ingredient. The second Doubt gets in here, if he can kill trade, that can be GG. Same thing, of course, on this side. There's Tato. Yeah, he has a demo on the way. Oh my god, this will be huge. This will be freaking huge, man. Oh, but the Scorpions seeing the demo. Oh, how clutch is that? You know, if I'm Finland, I kill the docks. If I can find them, just kill the docks, because those demos can flatten so many things in one single engagement. Now, Viper building a castle, TyRanT just holding, never pushing. It is so difficult to kill these Teuton castles. Now Viper has one of his own. And he's stubborn, guys. He's stubborn. Repairing the Siege Onager. Still getting conversions. Killing Trebs now. More demos on the way for Tato. The last time he was shot down, this time he's gonna get a hit. But it's not as big as we would like. Doubt being pushed back though? Unbelievable! And Viper, you know, he has to focus on this, of course, to actually get conversions. He's losing his monks. I don't know what I'm seeing here. Doubt considering going into elephants. You know what? I think that would be an excellent switch. That could be the game-winning switch, in all honesty. If you think about it, everything that Finland has can counter what TyRanT has in the field. The archers counter the Teutonic Knights. They have their own siege to counter Viper Siege. They have the siege to counter the Ehrenby. They also have the Halbs to counter the Paladins. But if Doubt goes for elephants, and he'll actually have stronger elephants than Max, elephants will win the straight-up elephant engagement, and there's no monks from the enemy team to get conversions. And oh my god, Max must spot this. He must sense the transition, because he's going for monasteries. Now, I think he saw the stables here. And he saw one elephant, and he's adapted. It's not about skill. It's not necessarily even about game knowledge sometimes and build orders. It's also about game sense, right? That's game sense. Had he not seen that, had he not looked for that, had he not focused on that one single thing, he could have had a surprise coming his way. Now, I think Viper, his population's good now. He has 170 population. He has the monks, which have worked really well. Tato's Teutonic Knights have worked really well. And it's just kind of shifting to Finland's trying to hold, isn't it? The bombard tower's now going down. Feliz couldn't contribute much with Italians. He only has 67 kills. With this sling, you try and do damage before your opponent could get into good shape as a team. And TyRanT, they're in shape as a team. Their population's catching up. And I still think we're going to see Finland attempt to cut through. Yeah, look at this. He's trying to get through here. Oh, there's a gap. Run. This can be annoying. The trade's running right through here. Still, the Karambits die pretty fast, but this will be something that TyRanT will need to track down. Now, Malay have good monks. I should point that out. So, while Max might not have the best elephants, he also has great monks. I want to toggle through the resources quickly so you guys can see the positions. Max, he's at 180 pop, good wood, good stone, good gold, good food. Here's Tato's resources. Here's Feliz's resources. Here's the resources for Viper. Here's the resources for Doubt. Here's the resources for Rubenstock. So, basically what that says is, if you're planning on going anywhere in 5 minutes and you wanted this game to end sometime soon, that's not going to happen. Because they all have resources to fight and fight and fight. And they're going to cut. They're going to cut. Whoa! Okay, I looked away. It kind of looked like, in my peripheral vision, that ball bounced. That's not a thing. That is not a thing. I think TyRanT expects the cut. Yep, TyRanT can see the cut. And elephants are going to go through. Did it bounce? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Well, elephants are going to go through, but look how many castles Tato has. Talk about playing stubborn. He has 5 castles, 2 from Doubt here. The castle's all up in the trade. So I don't see how Finland can win this with a trade victory. Maybe this is what they needed. They needed harbors from Max. These docks actually shoot arrows. I don't know. It's actually quite a nice upgrade because you don't have to focus on it. It doesn't take a population space. It might help with any units that come in. But yeah, Doubt has cleaned this up, and we're just in that stage now where the civs are better for TyRanT. They have held against the sling, and I think Feliz is really trying to find a way to get into this game with military. He is Italians. He has condottieri, which get countered. He has archers, which get countered. Genoese crossbow, maybe. But in the end, he's going to have to stick with Arbalest, and he's going to have to micro like a god against one of the gods of the game in Viper. But still, Finland, they are fine. Like, they are the ones pushing here. And you would think that by now, with the resource that TyRanT have, they'd be able to push. I think it's going to have to be a very slow push because Viper will slowly creep in with siege, monks, and infantry. Oh, Waga hosted the stream. I didn't realize he hosted the stream because I don't have the noise. Waga, thank you for the host. I didn't even see chat spam salutes, so I wasn't totally sure. Welcome everybody from Waga's stream. Thank you for being here. Once again, this is the semi-finals of an Age of Empires 3v3 tournament. These are 2 of the best teams in the world, and there are so many moving parts here. Here is the market placement from Feliz. So finally, Rubenstock has cut through. The further the distance with the trade, the more gold you get. You did spam salutes? Sorry. My bad. I've been focused, okay? I've been focused. Any team can win this, in all honesty. Any team can win this. It's just about staying on your toes and not taking trade losses. Once again, we see the big push. Well, not really a huge push. I was gonna say big push from Finland, but no. Look at the fortifications. This is like a Black Forest game from Tato. And why not, right? Bombard towers, bombard cannons, castles. This is ridiculous, in all honesty. When you have the better late game civs, you gotta take advantage of it in every way you can. This is only game 2. This could be a 24-hour stream. Can we get the 24-hour stream PogChamps in the chat? This game could never end. Because Viper hasn't been able to push. There's Bombard Towers now for Valise. Like, how does a game like this end, honestly? They've been pushing on multiple angles. You know what? The one vulnerability for TyRanT would be right here for Doubt. He hasn't taken any engagements here all game. So this would be a vulnerable area. If Max is able to mass something and push there on the left, maybe. But it's fortified here. It's fortified in the middle. These elephants are just going to die. They won't get in close. Yeah. Viper will either convert them or everything else will kill them. You know what I didn't think of with Italians? This is an interesting team bonus. I don't know, do you say, is it Pavis or Pavise? Archers also get extra armor, so that can help. Silk Road as well. Trade units cost 50% less. I assume that was already researched. 50 military for Doubt in the blue. In the red, Tato is 60. Viper has 76. It is 40 for Rubenstock in the gray on the right. Going Load Raiders now. 60 for Max in the teal and 30 for Valise. So Viper has more military or TyRanT had more military numbers. Look at what the Rams could do. The Celt Rams have 380 HP. So they soak up a lot of arrow fire. They soak up a lot of infantry attack. But there's cannonballs everywhere. Cannonball! Even got water involved here. There's no diving board though. Bombard Cannon's gonna kill the Bombard Towers. And that's one thing that Valise is trying to creep in with. Max still pushing on this side. Remember, he has his own elephants. Now, does Doubt have Heresy? I don't think Burmese get Heresy, right? So if Doubt cannot research Heresy, then any elephant that gets converted goes into Max's hands. Viper has monks on the left side as well. Still waiting for another big siege onager shot because there's always potential for it. Doubt's micro was bad earlier. It's getting better. It is getting better. Yeah, Burmese no Heresy. I didn't think so. Well, maybe Doubt is vulnerable then. I mean, we've seen how strong the Arambai can be, but with one slip up, they all die. And there's an example. 6 to 7 going down to one single shot. A Viper's going to have to use his monks. Doubt's going to have to use his monks versus siege onagers, I guess. And now Valise with the extra armor on his archers coming in, and he's finding out that, yeah, siege onagers still kill him. Look at Viper's monks. Now, what I would really like to see, no offense to any Viper fanboys, and no offense to Viper, he's a sub to the channel, so I don't normally diss the subscribers of the stream. But how many people in the chat want to see those monks blow up to a demo? That would never happen because it's Viper, but that would be incredible. Speaking of incredible, Max, he's pushing through. He's getting conversions. I think he needs more monks, but he's pushing through. And for the first time, we've seen halves from Tato. I'm offended. Sorry, Fire Nation. Sorry, Fire Nation. Fire, Rubenstock. Fire! Fire! Not Fire Nation. Fire, please! Fire, dude! God, that could have been so good. Doubt was waiting for the shot, too. He's trying to micro away from it. Like, Tato, the funny thing is he's making halves because Doubt's elephants keep getting converted. He's going to have to use the halves versus Doubt's elephants. I guess, well, wow, great siege onager shots from both teams. I guess we will allow it. I guess it's okay. Oh, he's through! He's through! He's gone through this way! I think Maxwell with petards of all things! He's through with karambits. Now, the karambits are weak. They'll get chewed up by the Arambai, but what this does is it distracts Doubt from this area. Oh, remember I said this area is vulnerable. The karambits are going to start spamming through. I love this. The dock block! Doubt desperately trying to dock block. And now we have a bombard tower from Max. They're switching up the point of attack, Finland. Viper still has not been able to push. He's virtually just holding. Now we have demos from Max, so we could get the petard spam, the demo spam in the chat. This map gives us everything. I just don't know if Viper can push by himself. I don't know if Doubt can hold by himself. Now, this could be a mistake. If Doubt destroys buildings so fast with Arambai, he could have just given him an idea to get into the trade, but I still think he'll find the castles and choose to go back. Viper's pop is way down. He can't go over the water. Unbelievable. Valise getting fortified wall now, just to make sure the walls he has will stay up. Yeah, here the Arambai, and the Arambai, they're going to be Aram dead. They're going to Aram die if they stay there for too long. Good engagement, though, for Doubt. Oh, Doubt and Tatsu, they're pushing back here. I guess Max had committed a lot of population into the trade. And nothing really happened because of all the castles from TyRanT, so he has actually just placed population to the left-hand side, giving Doubt a very good idea, and left this area. And now Doubt's elephant, oh boy, now Doubt's elephants are considering pushing in, but now they're gonna consider going back home because look at Max coming with more L's. So the Aztec monks have 12 range. The bombard cannons for Valise have 12 range. Will we run out of wood? Maybe we'll even run out of wood. This game will have it all. I don't know where this is going. I mean, conversions and siege onager shots are normally a huge deal, but if it happens thousands of times in one game, it is just the norm. So, goodness gracious. Viper, he needs to make sure he doesn't lose these monks here. He's getting conversions, and the monks making these elephants die from the plague. But infantry and now scorpions coming from Rubenstock, and more elephants from Max. Holy cow. What a freaking game here. The issue for Finland is they don't have a really good unit to raid the trade with. Karambits will die. Oh, great shots here from Rubenstock. Fire? 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 Okay. The Viper's not converting this. I don't know why Viper's not converting this, but it'll still be fine. Like, if they went Cav Archers or something, maybe then they could go with it, but I don't know if they can do anything when they get into the trade. Oh, God! Look at this! Look at this! Tato's been cutting through with Onager. Doubt's trying to get through with Arambai. Now he has the unit to get into the trade, and Max has tried to quick wall with buildings. Now, there's a limited time frame for Doubt to do damage. He has to get through with this Onager. Tato, he needs to cut here fast. The siege will come, and the condos went in on the other side from Valise. I'm sure you saw them running in. Now, that might be the answer to these monks. Unfortunately, when the monks are in these numbers, they just heal each other, and they're Aztec monks. They have 85 HP, so they can take a shot to the face from siege onagers and be completely fine. Oh, God, look at this. Doubt's running through, but he's not following the onager. Will he be able to get into the trade at all? Tato needs to cut here. Oh, Tato's cutting the wrong way, in my opinion. Oh, and the onager's dead. Oh, that was so close for TyRanT, but Finland getting a big cleanup. As I say that, though, Tato with another forward castle. Teutonic Knights Halberdiers. Rubenstock's going to be needed more on this side than on the right, I feel. Rubenstock has a lot of siege here. There's a lot going on here, but they can't push Viper. I think they need to get Rubenstock with the siege more so over on this side, because this has just shown Finland what is possible. Oh, look at this! A sneaky harbor. We're going to have a harbor trade raid. Now, what Doubt has done is he's used his vills to attack the vills of Max just so he can delay the building. Max has walled in this chick so he can get a dock up. To anyone confused, the Malay docks, when you get the harbor research, they shoot arrows, and they're doing that right here. Look at this. So one dock is up. We could see more. And the push is going in at Viper's side, and monks are dying. He's at 150 population. Unreal. One of the best games you'll see in this tournament for sure. The elephants pushing the monks back. Are there trebs here? There are trebs here for Rubenstock as well. This is crucial. This is crucial. If they kill this castle, then the trade is exposed. And the trebs are already deploying on the castle. Will this be it? Will this be the winning fight? They're holding on the left. Doubt was denied entry. The harbors, well, they're probably not going to stay here for too long, but they're at least annoying Doubt, as are the Karambits. And this castle is a goner. Tato, he's focused on the left, but he's not able to push. What has he been pushing with? Teutonic Knights. What has he been holding with? Castles, and he's losing the castle to create the Knights. and he's losing the castle that will hold the trade. And maybe this is where Finland, 1 hour and 23 minutes into the game, can push back Viper and take the victory. Viper's only at 28 military. Where are his monks at? Where is God when you need him, Viper? He's making Jaguar warriors. He, for the first time, is making something other than just monks and pikemen and siege. The demos from Rubenstock now arriving as well. They just need to kill the markets, really. That will be enough. Viper trying to use these siege onagers to kill the Trebs, and it's been denied there. He killed just one, but the demos from Finland just patrolling here and waiting for this. Now, I think Max, because he's been such a beast, could push back in on the side at the same time. That's the crazy thing. I love the harbor addition. Viper now getting faith and heresy himself, so his own units. He's worried about the monks. Doubt is in. Doubt is in. Doubt is in! Holy shit! Holy shit! Doubt got through! How did he get through there? Was there a hole the whole time? Oh my god! Oh my god, he's in the trade! He is in the trade! Now they see it. Luckily they've seen it. But Doubt finally made it in. So if they can hold... Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know if they can hold here. They're deleting markets. They'll probably rebuild them. They won't get as much gold per trip. Still, look at the push from Max coming. Can they stop Max? Can they stop Valise? Doubt has been, for the most part, cleaned up here. I imagine that hole was there the whole time, because Tato... I don't think he arrived with an onager. The Scorpions from Rubenstock doing very well on this side, but I think all the focus has to be back here. It has to be back here. In TyRanT, they may have just killed lots of trade cards from Finland, but look at... Holy trade! Look how much trade they have. Do you see that? 87 trade cards? Talk about excessive. Rubenstock's resources, what does he have? He has 4,000 gold. Yeah, go ahead, kill my trade, Doubt. Kill my trade, see what it does to me. That'll add up over time, but certainly it won't really do much now. And now bombard towers from Velez. Tato trying to build a castle with one single villager. If Max sees this, he might try and deny. Yep, I think he's going for trade instead first. Max pushing in. Finally, they have the Scorpion number. I really like this, because this will disrupt any halberdiers. Tato sends. Will this game end soon, or will TyRanT be able to hold once again? The Jags, another strong form of infantry like the Teutonic Knight, we rarely see at the competitive level. They'll counter the condos. The condos are pretty much just here to kill the monks. Now, how's the trade running now? The trade's fine. The trade is fine for them. This is a very good trade route for them. Now, I think they need to wall this up. Rubenstock has siege onagers just waiting. Oh, hold on a sec. Maybe they sense Tato cutting again. Tato's trying to cut once again. Big fight on this side, and this is a fight that's pretty close. Doubt once again holding with his stronger elephants and Arambai. And TyRanT have stabilized. Jeez. Well, if this is your first day seeing Age of Empires 2, you picked a good day for it, because this is, again, two of the best players. This is only game 2 of a best of 5. I still don't know who can win this. There's no gold left on the map, so the trade cart numbers are very important. Both Finland and TyRanT actually have crazy trade numbers. They're very low on Vil numbers, in fact. Might even come down to something simple like Vil numbers. Keeping that resource balance throughout all the fights is important. Max has over 1,000 kills. 1,000 kills. More than any other player, and this engagement's big, I think, because with the attack of the elephants, the proximity is important. The monks need to stay far away and use their 12 range. Viper, he's lost his monks before and he's been able to hold. He's losing them again. The trade is still vulnerable. We're going to have to see more Trebs from Rubenstock, and that's what he's sending. Goodness gracious. Now, I definitely appreciated the chat's assistance with watching the minimap. There's what someone has called before in my channel rainbow barf on the minimap now. It's just a bunch of colors and it's hard to follow. If you see any blue inside the base of Finland, just let me know. They've taken out this market, but Viper has rebuilt more already, so the trade will still continue. Check Doubt top corner. Oh, Doubt's losing Bills to the Karambits. He's losing Bill. Now, what's his resources like? Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he's buying resources. He doesn't have gold. He doesn't have food because he's lost his farmers, and he's lost his lumberjacks. So he's adding tons of vills, and the trade hasn't been stopped for Doubt. Yes, it has for a moment at least. And that's because Max added Navy from the harbors. Oh, this is big. This is big. They're switching sides left and right constantly. They're even doing well versus Viper on this side. I think they're getting closer, Finland. I think they're getting closer to a victory. The trade will be in range of the harbor, so the harbor will shoot arrows at the trade carts. The Karambits have done a lot of damage to Doubt, and there's really no opportunity for Doubt to push back now, and thus Max is going to continue to push in where the main fight was. Still, Viper and Tata, they're not pushing, they're just holding here. Max closing in on 1,300 kills now. Just look at the kill-death spread. Look at Max and look at his teammates. Max has been unreal with this role this game. And this is all just helping the main attack from Max. And Doubt's population is 115. That's the lowest I've seen from anyone in an hour. And the lack of resources, I don't think he can realistically... He can only make Arambai. He can't make elephants realistically unless he receives some food from his allies. Luckily, Arambai only costs wood and gold. Another bombard tower from Belize. The Trevs from Rubenstock just waiting to deploy on this castle. Tata building stables once again, so he might consider adding in those paladins. Doubt signaling, and he's probably saying, dude, I got dogs attacking me. What is this shit? And Max, forget the elephants. He's coming in with Navy next. And I think he may have dock blocked himself. He can't get through, but it doesn't matter. The GG has been called. That was an amazing game from Finland. They deserved the victory. Game 2 goes to Finland. It is 1-1. This is the semifinals of Battle of Africa, and we're going into Game 3 next. Woo! God. I'm being loud enough that my neighbors are probably thinking, man, what is that boy so hyped about? Talking about elephants all the time. He must really be into nature. Oh. Wow. All right, there's the KD. Max definitely carried Finland there. 1,300 kills. Plenty of deaths, of course. Most of his deaths probably attributed to the conversions of Doubt and Viper, you know? Here's the eco difference. I am interested to see the trade difference. Now, when I freaked out about Rubenstock's trade numbers, I didn't realize that TyRanT had the same number. And, yeah, lots of trade from all teams there. Both teams played out of their minds. Again, one of these teams is going to be out of the tournament at the end of this best of 5, so it's going to be disappointing. But, man, I can't wait to see the next 3 games. All right, so I'll update the score. We will look at the next map. We will look at the next civs available. Please just give me a moment